In the bustling corridors of the Zentar 4 Royal Observatory, Princess Ileana paced, her small feet making soft taps against the translucent crystal floor that glowed with the light of distant stars. Despite her tiny stature, the room seemed crafted just for her, with consoles and screens lowered to her level, allowing her to peer into the cosmos with ease. Her parents, King Zorax and Queen Lilith, watched her with a mixture of admiration and concern. Ileana, dear, you've mastered the arts and sciences that many beings thrice your size never will, King Zorax began, his voice echoing slightly in the vast chamber. But as you come of age, there are matters of the heart and the throne that need attending. Queen Lilith joined in, her tone soft but firm. It's time we discussed your future consort. The continuation of our lineage is paramount, and the council is pressing for stability. Ileana stopped pacing and faced her parents, her expression serious despite her youthful appearance. I understand the importance of this, but must my consort come from royalty alone? The galaxy is vast, and perhaps my match lies beyond our known alliances. Her parents exchanged a glance, the weight of tradition heavy between them. We have already reached out to potential suitors from across the known systems, Queen Lilith explained. However, the responses have been less than favorable. They respect your intellect and your rule but cannot see past your physical form. The truth stung, sharper than the cool air against Ileana's skin. She knew she was different, her small body housing a vast intellect and a fierce spirit. Yet, the idea that her size could be a barrier to her happiness was a blow she had not anticipated. Determined not to be deterred by the shallow perceptions of others, Ileana proposed a bold plan. Let me then travel the galaxy, she declared, her voice rising with conviction. I will attend the galactic gathering as a delegate from Zentar 4. There, I will meet with leaders and thinkers, not as a princess seeking a consort, but as an equal. If I am to find someone who will stand by me, it will be because they see all that I am. King Zorax and Queen Lilith were taken aback. The idea of their daughter, a royal, venturing alone into the galaxy was daunting. Yet, they saw the determination in her eyes, a fire that matched the stars they governed, and knew they could not deny her this. Very well, Ileana, King Zorax said after a long pause, his voice resolute. You will have your chance. We shall arrange for your journey to the galactic gathering. You will go not as Princess Ileana, but as Ileana, delegate of Zentar 4. Grateful and galvanized, Ileana nodded, turning back to gaze at the cosmos displayed before her. The stars seemed to twinkle with possibility, and for the first time in a long while, the universe felt wide open, not just a place to observe, but a realm to explore and embrace. As her parents quietly left the observatory, Ileana whispered to the stars, "Guide me, for each light in the dark is a path to a new beginning." And with that, she began preparations for a journey that might just redefine her destiny. The Galactic Gathering was the premier event of the cosmos, held once every 10 standard years on the neutral and majestic space station called Aeon Nexus, a marvel of engineering that floated at the crossroads of the major hyperlanes. The station was a hive of activity, with species from countless worlds mingling, negotiating, and sharing knowledge. Ileana, disguised in simple garments rather than a royal attire, felt a thrill as her ship docked at the station. Her heart raced not with fear, but with anticipation of the unknown. She was here as just another delegate, her true identity hidden from all. Her diminutive size drew some curious glances, but amid the diversity of the galaxy's beings, she was just one anomaly among many. The opening ceremony was a grand spectacle, with a kaleidoscope of beings in various shapes and forms. Multicolored lights danced across translucent ceilings, reflecting off metallic and ethereal bodies alike. Ileana, though small, navigated the crowd with a deft confidence, her eyes wide with wonder and intellect sharp as she engaged in discussions about quantum tunneling, star formation, and the politics of the Outer Rim. It was during a roundtable discussion on dark energy residuals that Ileana first encountered Jack, a human from Earth with a curious disposition and an easy smile. Jack, who had ventured into space as a part of Earth's diplomatic outreach, was immediately struck by Ileana's insightful comments and the ease with which she articulated complex theories. "Your understanding of cosmic phenomena is impressive," Jack remarked, leaning down slightly to ensure he was speaking directly to her, not at her. Ileana chuckled softly, appreciating his effort to bridge the height gap with dignity. "Thank you. I've had an excellent view of the stars from Centaur 4 all my life. What about you? What brings an Earthling to the heart of galactic diplomacy?" Jack's eyes sparkled with the thrill of shared curiosity. "Exploration and understanding, much like yourself. Earth is relatively new to interstellar politics, and we have much to learn. But I'm particularly interested in learning from the diverse perspectives gathered here." Their conversation flowed effortlessly, moving from theoretical physics to the less tangible discussions about philosophy and the cultural complexities of intergalactic relations. Ileana found herself more engaged than she had been in years, her mind racing with ideas and possibilities, fueled by Jack's genuine interest and challenging queries. As the days progressed, Jack and Ileana found themselves partnering for various seminars and simulations, their complementary skills making them a formidable team. They navigated through a diplomatic crisis simulation that involved a hypothetical trade dispute between two powerful star systems, their differing approaches meshing into a creative resolution that earned them accolades from the simulation overseers. The time they spent together allowed Ileana to observe the human's character. Jack treated everyone with respect, no matter their species or stature, listening intently and speaking thoughtfully. He was a rarity in the galaxy, a being who looked beyond the surface, seeing the potential and value in all. One evening, as the artificial sunset colored the sky of Aeon Nexus with hues of orange and purple, Jack and Ileana sat beside a viewport, watching starships dart across the void. "Ileana, I've met many people here," Jack said, his voice reflective. "But none as remarkable as you. There's a depth to your spirit that transcends your physical presence." Blushing, Ileana turned to him, her heart warmed by his words, yet tinged with a fear of what might happen if he knew her true identity. She pondered telling him, but decided against it, not wanting to burden their budding friendship with the weight of her royal duties. For now, she was content to just be Ileana, a delegate among many, valued for her mind and cherished for her compa. As their time at the galactic gathering drew to a close, Ileana and Jack decided to extend their collaboration into the galaxy itself. Together, they embarked on a journey to visit various planets, hoping to apply their combined knowledge to real-world issues and deepen the alliance between their worlds. Their first stop was Draxon 5, a planet known for its mineral riches but plagued by long-standing disputes between rival mining factions. The environment was harsh, with jagged landscapes and a thick, oppressive atmosphere. Here, Ileana's diplomatic skills and Jack's human-centric approach were put to the test. They mediated heated discussions, using Ileana's logical prowess and Jack's empathetic insights to broker a preliminary peace agreement. It was a hard-won success that earned them the respect of the Draxonian leaders. Energized by their success on Draxon 5, they next ventured to the gas giants of Bellatrix, where recent technological failure had trapped several miners in an anti-gravity tunnel. Here, Ileana's strategic mind and Jack's bravery were crucial. Ileana devised a plan to stabilize the tunnel temporarily, while Jack led the physical rescue efforts, braving the unstable conditions to ensure every miner was safely evacuated. Their daring rescue was broadcast across local networks, painting them as heroes across the Bellatrix system. Throughout these adventures, Ileana felt a growing sense of admiration and affection for Jack. His consistent courage and kindness under pressure showed her a type of strength she hadn't considered in her search for a consort strength of character. Yet, doubts lingered in her heart. Despite their closeness, she worried that his feelings might change if he knew her true identity as a princess. She feared that the weight of her royal duties and the potential political implications might be too much for him. One evening, after a particularly grueling negotiation session on a trade vessel orbiting Nebulon 7, Ileana decided to confront these fears. They sat watching the stars from the observation deck, the nebula outside casting a soft glow on Jack's face. "Jack," Ileana began hesitantly, "you know me as Ileana the delegate, but there is more to my story. I am actually a princess, tasked with finding a consort not just for companionship, but for the continuation of my lineage. I fear that once you know the full extent of who I am, you might see me differently." Jack listened intently, his expression thoughtful. After a pause, he turned to her, his gaze sincere. "Ileana, I've seen your courage, your intellect, and your compassion. These are the reasons I admire you, why I've come to care for you so deeply. Your title doesn't change that. In fact, it only adds to my respect for you. You've faced rejection and prejudice, yet you still carry yourself with such dignity and strive to do what's right for your people. That's the person I see, and that's the person I admire." Relieved and moved by his words, Ileana felt a weight lift off her shoulders. She realized then that Jack's feelings were rooted in genuine respect and affection, not in the superficial aspects of her royal status or physical appearance. As they continued to watch the stars, a new bond formed between them, based not just on shared adventures, but on deep mutual respect and understanding. Together, they resolved to face whatever challenges the galaxy threw at them, not just as allies, but as partners. In the weeks that followed, Ileana and Jack's bond deepened as they continued to navigate the complexities of interstellar diplomacy and adventure. Their travels brought them to the forefront of critical intergalactic issues, from environmental crises to disputes that threatened the delicate peace of distant star systems. With each challenge, their partnership proved not only effective but essential, as they complemented each other's strengths and learned from their differences. Their journey eventually led them to the Intergalactic Council on the central planet of the Unified Systems, a grand assembly where leaders and representatives from across the galaxy gathered to discuss and decide on matters affecting multiple star systems. Here, Ileana and Jack were unexpectedly called upon to represent their respective worlds, a task that would put them under the galaxy's spotlight. Standing before the assembly, Ileana felt a rush of nerves and pride. She took the podium, her small stature in stark contrast to the towering figures around her, but her voice was strong and clear, carrying across the vast chamber. "Esteemed delegates," she began, "I stand before you not just as a representative of Xentar 4, but as a testament to the power of seeing beyond the physical and the presumed. Throughout my travels with Jack, a human from Earth, we have faced numerous challenges that tested our resolve, our courage, and our intellect. Together, we have found that our differences, when embraced, lead to solutions that are richer and more effective than any we could have achieved alone." Jack stood by her side, nodding in agreement, his presence a silent support. He then took his turn to speak, his voice resonating with genuine warmth. "Our galaxy is vast and diverse, yet the common thread that binds us all is the desire for peace and prosperity. Working alongside Princess Ileana, I've learned that true leadership is about listening, understanding, and respecting diversity. It's about building bridges, not barriers." The council listened, captivated by the sincerity and conviction in their words. By the time they concluded, the assembly erupted into applause, moved by their message and the proof of their partnership's effectiveness. It was a monumental moment that not only elevated their status but also solidified their influence as advocates for unity and cooperation across the galaxy. As they stepped down from the podium, their hands found each other's, their grip speaking volumes of the trust and love that had grown between them. Their relationship, born from shared trials and mutual respect, had blossomed into a profound connection that neither had anticipated but both deeply cherished. Returning to Xentar 4, Ileana introduced Jack to her world, not just as her partner but as her chosen consort. The people of Xentar 4, having followed their princess's adventures and the tales of her bravery and diplomacy, welcomed Jack with open arms. The celebrations were grand and joyous, with lights filling the skies and music resonating through the streets, a reflection of the new era that was beginning. Together, Ileana and Jack embarked on their rule, guided by principles of fairness, innovation, and inclusivity. They transformed Xentar 4 into a beacon of hope and a symbol of what could be achieved when different worlds and beings came together in understanding and respect. And so, the tiny midget alien princess and the human explorer began not only their reign but also their life together, as symbols of hope and change across the galaxies. Their love, a bridge between worlds, was a testament to the belief that true measure of one's worth was found not in stature but in the depth of one's heart and the breadth of one's spirit.